One of the most frustrating elements of golf is not being able to hit your driver straight or far as possible. In today's video, we're going to show you how to stop hitting the golf ball out to the right, hit more fairways, hit it a little bit further, and generally help you get good at golf. Hi everyone, my name is James and welcome back to Get Good at Golf. And if you want to get good at golf, make sure you do hit that subscribe button below. And welcome to all our new subscribers. We've picked up quite a few of the last few weeks, so it's really refreshing and pleasing to see that you guys are enjoying the content. So thank you so much, and throw a like on this video if you think it's going to help you. So how can I stop hitting drives to the right? We have the second hole here at Woolly Park Golf Club. It's a dog leg to the left. You can see the ideal shot is just hug the left corner, maybe draw it round a little bit. By the way, when did leaves start falling off the trees?
I thought that the other day.
I can't quite believe that, but generally what you see a lot of people do here is start the ball in the middle of the fairway, and from there, this can be really frustrating. See this shot. Oh no. Oh, you're joking. I've struck that so well. And for the first 150 yards, that's gone arrow straight. Luckily enough, that has hit a tree. You probably will find it. But it's so frustrating. It's really annoying. It can really disrupt your round of golf. So what can I work on to allow that not to happen? So initially we're going to think of a few things in the setup that can help you. We're going to look at the grip, we're going to look at ball position, and they're really simple. They're things that everybody can do. Some of the things we're going to move on to maybe a little bit more complex, maybe everyone can't do without having a one-to-one lesson with a PGA Pro, or even just thinking about potentially how your body can physically move, but we'll give you a couple of little tips along the way from that. So if we look at this golf ball on the tee now, and Chris knows exactly what I'm going to talk about because he's moved to face on. Now, one of the things that's really important is ball position within your stance, and we don't just mean how close or how far away you stand to it, we actually mean front to back in the stance. So we all know that if you were going to hit a 9-iron pitching wedge in 8-iron, you'd probably have the ball about here, you'd have a nice little bit of forward shaft lean, and from there you'd load up top of the backswing and try and compress that down, hit the ball down into the ground. Now, we don't want to do that with driver, but one of the things that I did wrong for about 6 months, and Chris was telling me this time after time after time after time, and foreshout after foreshout after foreshout, was I had the ball too far forward. Now, what that actually does, if the ball is too far forward, it doesn't allow you to get the club moving from the inside. So you can see if I have that ball on the left big toe there, and I'm thinking, right, I'm going to have my sternum back, I actually start to come a little bit more across that ball, and that's where the spin axis is really going to struggle, even if you maybe put a pretty good swing on it. You can see here that with the first shot that we hit, we actually hit the ball bang smack out of the middle of the face. It was a pinnacle gold, that, you know, because I knew I was going to hit a bad one. I didn't want to lose like a brand new Pro V or something like that. But really interesting, so you can hit the ball bang out the middle of the face and still have a negative result, as it were. Yeah, we might even go and get it for Chris, because we're going to do some videos today to help you guys get good at golf. Subscribe if you want to. Right, but as soon as I moved that ball position back in my stance, it really helped me get that ball moving from right to left in the air. And that's just one of the things that I've done. I'll hit you on here to show you. So Chris, come around here and let's show him exactly the extent of how far I've moved it. Because realistically, moving it from here just to about there has made a massive difference for me in terms of ball flight. I'm still teeing the ball up nice and high. I'm still having my sternum behind the ball a little bit. I do not want my sternum moving in front of the ball here, or we're going to start hitting the ball down into the ground, which again, we don't want to do with driver. You can still have handle in front of club head, still have a little bit of forward shaft lean, but because your sternum stays behind here, you're launching that ball up in the air. So the club's more likely to come a little bit from the inside, a little bit shallower, and from there we should be able to get that kind of nice high launch, low spin shot. I know what you're all thinking, James, shut up and hit me one. So let's try and take this corner on, move the ball back in the stands, get that sternum back nicely, and you can see there a really nice high draw moving from right to left in the air. How good did that go, by the way? I can't quite believe that that's worked as well. As you can see, it bounding down the middle of the fairway there. Now, one of the things that you could really want to do there is maybe get that ball moving a little bit more from right to left in the air. So there I would start to think about, how is my swing sequencing? How is my kinematic motion from the ground up? Can I get to the top of the backswing and start to use my lower body earlier in that golf swing, get that club a little bit more maybe from the inside, But what I don't want to do too much is kind of mess around with the ground is rock solid there. That really hurt my hand. But the last thing I want to do is start thinking about shutting the club face down. As soon as people think, oh, I want to get the ball right to left in the air, guys, comment below, what do you think the club face has to be doing at impact for the ball to move right to left in the air? I'm going to give you 3 or 4 seconds, so get in the comments below and let us know, because I'd be interested to see if people know the marriage that it takes, because what has to happen, if you haven't gone in the comments below, now 3, 2, 1, what has to happen is the club face has to be open to your target to hit a draw. This is because the ball has to start right of target, and the club face is 80% the reason where the ball starts, isn't it, Chris? The other 20% is what? Path, exactly that. I feel like we're at the PGA exam days again, but it's actually a really interesting bit of knowledge, that, because not only does it have to be open to your target, but closed to your path. So you can see we get that marriage together. That ball spin axis is going to tilt a little bit from right to left. From there, that's going to help us hit that lovely draw. Now, Chris has a really good tip for us here, and this is what really the bones of this video was going to be about. So what I want to feel like we're going to do to help that is, again, we know we spoke ball position, how that can help swing path, and of course club face delivery, but I want to feel like I'm getting my back pointing towards that target. That's going to really feel like I get a nice full top of the backswing, and again from there I feel like I can really start to rotate better down into the golf ball. So I've changed the ball position, so I'm getting confused. I've changed the ball position, and I've now got my back properly feeling like it's facing target. 'Cause if that doesn't happen in here, you can see that you're in a really tough position. Your back's still facing all the way over there. So let's really work on getting the latissimus dorsi, I believe, facing the target. From here, you've got loads of room to shallow that club down into it. Chris, you had one more point that we wanted to mention. I've totally forgot it. What was it?
Yeah, so keep your back there for longer. So when you make your downswing, start with
Pause.
the arms.
So if I can feel like I pause a little bit more at the top, that's going to allow me to be more stationary at the top of the backswing. And again, we speak about that kinematic sequence. We speak about how the lower body can work a little bit better, a little bit quicker, because we all know that rotational speed is quicker than lateral speed. So if I pause at the top of the backswing, this is exactly what this video was about, and I totally kind of got led down the garden path because I hit a good shot. But from there, I can rotate my hips quicker, and I've actually created a little bit more kind of X factor, which some people think isn't a thing, but I quite like creating that little bit more tension between upper and lower body, because from there I can really get those hips firing, really get them releasing. And together with the correct ball position, that means I can get the driver a little bit flatter on the way down, a little bit under plane, as it were. And once again, make sure the ball position's right, sternum back, I can hit that shot there, and that is the perfect shot for this hole. Guys, if you have enjoyed that, please make sure you do consider hitting that subscribe button below. Thank you so much to everybody who has come with us on this journey so far. If you are enjoying it, throw a like on this video, and maybe comment below what would you like to see next to help you guys get good at golf.